Nearly 2 weeks after conviction in a high-profile gang murder case, a contempt of court charge is still hanging in the balance for a witness who refused to testify.
Yeah, today at a Republican Party event, News Channel 9's Hannah Lawrence asked the judge in the case if the charge was an empty threat. Hannah.
Jessica and Kim, Steelman said that he's considering whether he will actually file the contempt charge against Marcel Christopher. According to the Chattanoogan, 2 witnesses refused to testify in a murder case last year. Court records show that Steelman charged both of them with contempt of court the next day. But is that threat powerful enough to get witnesses to talk?
Sharon Loving speaks on behalf of victims of what she calls senseless gun violence.
They all say the pain is beyond words.
On top of those feelings, extreme letdown comes to the families when gang members like Marcel Christopher refuse to cooperate with law enforcement and even judges.
It's a source of frustration and great disappointment.
Judge Barry Steelman says the problem is growing.
It is unfortunately becoming more and more common for witnesses to present themselves in a way that they appear to be intimidated.
Prosecutors say this man is the only living adult witness of Cortez Simms' shooting spree in College Hill courts. Steelman threatened Christopher with contempt of court if he didn't testify, but the only thing the judge had as a punishment, a $50 fine or 10 days in jail for someone who is already in federal prison.
You've gone to sit me, sir. I'm federal. I'm already 8 years anyway, sir, so I'm being real with you.
When the person is choosing between that and something that they feel like their life might be threatened over, then it's not uncommon for them to choose the contempt.
Loving says the real victims here, the families of the victims, and the fear that lies in the way of life that's ingrained early.
My grandson is 9, and he even says, snitches get stitches. So it's a culture that starts early.
That's what she wants to change.
Prosecutors were able to play Christopher's recorded testimony from a prior hearing where he identified Simms as the shooter. Bianca Horton was also shot that day. She was supposed to testify in the case. However, she was murdered in May of last year. Kim.
Hannah, thank you. A jury found Simms guilty on all the counts he was facing. Cortez Simms will be sentenced on May 22nd.